Good morning, students. Welcome to history class. Today I am going to start history chapter 4. The name of the chapter is The First Cities. In this chapter we will discuss about Indus Valley civilization. It is also called Harappa civilization. First, I will tell you what is civilization. How did civilization grow from time to time? As early man started producing food, he began to lead a semi-settled life. The first villages were naturally set up in the fertile river valleys. Then man learned the use of metals like copper and bronze. Better tools and fertile lands led to the surplus production of food grains. So, some people could leave food production and shift to other crops and trade. They moved away from the villages which were the centers of agriculture and set up centers of trade and commerce, which later got transformed into cities. Children, at the very beginning, the primitive people didn't know how to grow food, how to live in one place, but naturally they learned each and everything, such as they learned how to produce crops. Later they learned the use of fire. Gradually they learned how to tame domestic animals. So time to time they learned each and everything. After learning the various sites, they started to live in one place. Thus, the civilization grew gradually. First, you have to know what is the proper definition of civilization. The term civilization means a highly advanced culture with towns and cities, crafts and trade, literature and an organized form of government. Children, you are requested to mark these lines. These are the lines important for the definition of civilization. Now, I will tell you about the Indus Valley civilization. Then we will discuss about the major sites of this civilization. Indus Valley civilization flourished approximately between 2500 BC and 1500 BC. However, traces were also found to exist after 1500 BC. In India, the first developed cities were found in the valley of river Indus. So it was named Indus Valley Civilization. This civilization grew beside the bank of the river Indus. This is why this civilization was called the Indus Valley Civilization. And it has another name. This is the another name, Harappa civilization. Why we call this civilization Harappa civilization? Because Harappa was the first site of this civilization to be excavated. Now, what are the main sites of this civilization? The first cities of the Indus Valley to be excavated were that of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro on the banks of the river Indus. Nearly 150 civilization have been discovered so far. The important cities of this civilization were Harappa in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. Children, you have to remember the actual location of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Harappa is located in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro is located in Sindh. Both are forming parts of Pakistan. Now, another major cities are Lothal in Gujarat, Kalibangan in northern Rajasthan, Vanavali, which is situated in Hisar district in Haryana, and another is Dholavira in Gujarat. Children, look at the board. I have written all the major sites of this civilization. Thus, the civilization was well spread out and covered parts of Punjab, Haryana, Sindh, Baluchistan, Gujarat, Rajasthan and western Uttar Pradesh. Today's next topic is, what are the spatial features of this civilization? We will discuss about the spatial features one by one. First, we will learn about the town planning of the Indus Valley civilization. Most of the cities of this civilization were divided into two parts. The western part was built on a higher ground called the citadel. The citadel had high walls which provided protection during the floods. Children, in this topic, citadel is very much important for your exam. What is citadel? But what is the importance of citadel? Citadel contained important buildings like the Granary, fire altars and the great bath of Mohenjo-daro. Most probably, the ruling class lived in the citadels. Actually, citadels were the living places of the ruling class of the Indus Valley civilization. That's why the citadel was full of conveniences. The lower town was in the eastern part. It was on the lower level than the citadel but was larger than the citadel. It contained the houses and workplaces of the common people. See children, so we are getting the one difference between citadel and the lower town. Citadel was the living place for the upper class, the ruling class, and the lower town was the living place for the common people. Now, our next topic is use of baked bricks. How did the Harappa people use baked bricks to build their buildings? The baked bricks gave strength to the buildings of this civilization. This was the main reason. That's why they used baked bricks to build any kinds of buildings. Bricks were used in buildings, streets and drains. The bricks were of a standard and uniform size. Children, see how much they were advanced. They used baked bricks, but all the bricks were of a standard and uniform size. The use of baked bricks in the construction of their buildings was a unique achievement of the Harappa culture. Now, our next point is well-planned houses. The residential buildings in the lower towns were strong and sturdy, as they were made of baked bricks. I have told you children, the lower town was the living place for the common people, and their houses were also made of baked bricks. Because of the baked bricks, all of the houses were strong. The walls were strong and thick. Some houses were 1 or 2 story house showing advanced knowledge of construction. Each house had a bathroom, a kitchen, and a large courtyard. Most houses had a well. It suggests that the people were aware of water conservation. Children, how much the Harappa people were advanced in construction. That's why they made beautiful houses, well equipped with bathroom, kitchen and large courtyard. Not only this, they had a well also. This proves that all of them were of water conservation. Now, next topic is drainage system. The most special feature of these cities was their well-developed drainage system. Every house had drains which were connected to the main drain of the streets. The drains were covered with stone slabs and inspection holes were provided at regular distances to clean them. They were good in the construction of their buildings, their houses. Not only in buildings or houses, they were very much concerned about the drainage system, which tells us that the Harappa people was very much conscious, was very much aware of the clean society. Now, next topic is broad streets. They maintained broad streets. The cities of Harappa civilization had a neat and systematic look because of their straight and broad streets. These streets cut each other at right angles. Children, this is the feature of the streets. All of the streets were straight and broad and they cut each other at right angles. Houses were constructed on either sides of the street in an orderly manner. Covered drains ran all along the streets. Roads and drains were paved with bricks. So, town planning, use of baked bricks, well-planned houses, drainage system, broad streets, these are all proofs of the Harappa civilization, how much they had knowledge to make an advanced civilization. Now, we will read about the Great Bath and Granaries. These two are wonderful features of this civilization. The Great Bath. A unique structure of the civilization is the famous Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. This was a special tank made of bricks. It was connected to a well for water inlet. Used water was drained out through drains constructed in its massive walls. There were rooms on all sides. Archaeologists believe that the tank was probably used for ritual bathing during religious functions. They were very much conscious about hygiene. That is why they made a plan to drain out their used water. So, these features are very much important for your exam. You are requested to learn all these features point-wise. It will help you to learn these features minutely. Now, we will learn about granaries. Large granaries have been found at Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Kalibangan and Harappa. So children, granaries were found at various major sites such as Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Kalibangan and Harappa, which were used to store surplus grains. Blackened and sheared grains have been found in these granaries. It indicates that the Harappa had surplus food grain production. That's why they used granaries to keep their extra crops. Tax was probably collected in the form of grains. That time, people didn't use money like us. That is why they collected tax in the form of crops or grains, and they stored all these crops and grains in the granaries. Now, I have told you about all the major features of this Indus Valley civilization. And today's last topic is life of the people. Life of the people I will discuss in another class. So today I will discuss one topic from the life of the people. What is that? Economic activity and occupations. In next class, I will tell you another aspects of the life of the Harappa people. So today's last topic is economic activity and occupations. How did the Harappa people earn money? Along with farming, people were engaged in different crafts like metal crafting, jewelry making, bead making and cotton weaving. Metal work was one more highly advanced craft. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels. Children, how did the Harappa people use cotton and bronze? Cotton and bronze, these two metals were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels. The bronze statue of the dancing girl expresses the skill of Harappa civilization. You can see here the picture of the dancing girl. It is made of bronze. This statue proves that they were very much good in this crafting, in this metal crafting. Making of gold and silver jewelry seems to have been a highly admired craft. Not only this, bead making was another specialized craft. Beads were made from a wide variety of materials. What were the materials? Like carnelian, jasper, crystal, metals like copper, bronze, gold, shells and baked clay or terracotta. I think some of you know the term terracotta. Terracotta is something made of clay. Now, I will tell you what is actually terracotta mean. Terracotta was a reddish brown clay baked for making pots and toys. Seals are another special contribution of this civilization. Seals were flat, rectangular objects made of burnt clay or terracotta. See pictures, see children, here are the pictures of the seals. These seals were made of burnt clay or terracotta. And faience is a man-made material which was glazed to give shiny glass surfaces. They usually had animal carvings on them. They were probably used by merchants and traders to stamp their goods. So, terracotta was used for making pots, toys and seals, and faience was used by the merchants and traders to stamp their goods. Why? Faience was a shiny glass material. Now, the last is cotton weaving. Cotton weaving was also practiced by the Harappa people. Spindle holes to spin thread have been found in some of the Harappa sites. The craftsmen specialized in one particular craft that accounts for the excellence of the craftsmanship. So, you have to remember what kinds of work they do to earn money. Harappa people used to do various kinds of jobs to earn their livelihood. What were they? Some of them, they were good at metal crafting. Some were good at jewelry making, bead making and cotton weaving. Thus, they earned money. Now, in the next class, I will discuss about another aspects of the life of the people like trade, food production, administration, entertainment, social classes, script, religion and many more. So, you are requested to go through from the very beginning of the chapter up to economic activity and occupations. I hope you will not face any problem. So, till then, take care and goodbye. Thank you.